Today we're installing the Condor Speed Shop motor mounts and replacing this passenger side mount arm because the passenger side one, it snapped when I did an early clutch kick in a donut. So it snapped, and sorry for the disgusting of this inside of this car. I pulled the interior, getting ready for prepping for a cage, and it's pretty nasty on the inside. But back to today's video. This was the pressure side mount, snapped right there. It meant the heat shield. This is on the passenger side because the exhaust is on the passenger side, so I had to re-bend that. I had to bend this little prong right here down because these new Condor Speed Shop ones, they do not have that on the nipple or the top. Let's get to make sure they do not have that on there. So we're going to throw these on. I also have the trans mount, and I ordered all that through Drift HQ. So, and it came pretty quick. But, alright, I got the car with some ramps. Here's Comanche, my dog. And it's loosey-goosey here. So what I did was, the engine was sitting on the X brace, and I didn't want it to chance that one failing, which it did when I was jacking this side up to take the remainder of the mount off, which is right in there. And then I took the motor mount off, which you have to access it through the control arm right up in that hole, right up in here, right up in there, right there. Alright, I got the passenger side in loosely. And the arm on it loosely to where it's enough to where I can move the engine to get to the driver's side, but it's all on loosely. You have to go through the lower control arm to get to this one, which is on the new Condor mounts. They are 17 millimeter. Your original ones should be about 16 millimeters. Now we are going to this side, which I already have it jacked up. As you can see, I can stick my finger in between there. You can see where it's broken. I already loosened the top bolt, and then on the bottom bolt, we're going to have to go through the lower control arm and get it, which is right there, which is a 16 millimeter. And on the new Condor Speed Shop mounts, they are 17 millimeter. And I'll go from the top to show you how we got that out. And this is how I got that out. Long extension with a swivel, and I went in through here and got it in out like that. Alright, let's go install the next one. Alright, now that we got it both hooked up, I lowered the engine off the jack, tightened the bottom one, then went from the top and tightened the top one. And same with the driver. Engine mount's complete. Now onto the transmission mount. We got our Condor transmission mounts. And now we are we're going to put them in. I got my 13mm socket for the bottom bolt, and for the top one on that's next to the galero, I got the open end wrench because you can't fit the socket. The galero that holds the drive shaft gets in the way. So I'll show you once I get under the car. As you can see, we're replacing this mount and this mount, and you can tell they've seen better days. There's a 13mm bolt there, and right there, and then one corresponding one on each end. So we're going to use the socket on the bottom ones, the bottom ones, and then the open end wrench on the top because of the galero, this right here that's connected to the drive shaft, gets in the way, which it looks like I'm going to be replacing that too because it looks like it's torn, which I already have ordered. It definitely looks like it has seen better days. But back to the install. So I'm going to grab the jack and put it on that part of the transmission right there and help stabilize it so I can loosen these two on each side and continue with the install of the transmission motor mounts, and along with the motor mounts that we already installed, as my dog tries to get up underneath the car with me. Alright, now that I have that one removed and that one removed, I loosened both of the top ones to where they almost are coming off. I placed the jack up underneath it. Now I'm going to jack it up to where the bottom ones start to slip out, and then I'm going to switch in the new ones. Alright, now they are installed. We put the Condor, one with the sticker on it, on the driver's side due to the exhaust being on the passenger side. Same with the motor mounts. We put the one without the sticker on the passenger side due to the exhaust with a heat shield, which I just realized the heat shield's crooked, so I'm going to have to fix that. And the Condor one right up there with a sticker on it on the driver's side. That concludes the installation of the Condor Speed Shop solid motor mounts for the E36 318. Both engine and transmission mounts were purchased from Drift HQ. Link will be down in the description, and also a link to Condor Speed Shop himself will be in the description.